up guys, Mark here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 5 for Eurovision 2022. So in my 5th place I have Bulgaria. This is Intelligent Music Project's song Intention. It's not an awful song, right? It's not the worst song I've ever heard, but it doesn't really blow me away either. I guess the word I'm looking for is derivative. If you asked an AI to generate a generic rock song or an anime opening,
this is what it would sound like.
When I first heard this song, I kind of thought it sounded like an anime opening, to be honest. I feel like if you just put this song over almost any anime opening, it would not be weird at all. I do like the guitar solo though. That was a really good part of the song. But besides that, it just seems pretty generic and pretty derivative, and that's kind of about it with this song. I mean, it's not bad, it's not great, it's just kind of middle of the road, so I give it a 5 out of 10. In my number 4 spot, I have one of the newer songs on this list, which is Moldova's song. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, so I won't try, but if someone does know how to pronounce that, please let me know down below. So when I first heard this song, and when I realized this one from Moldova, I was pretty confused. Now, to be honest, the Moldovan national selection really did come out of left field for me. I did not really follow up on it that much. I did hear all of the memes about the song intro, but I didn't really hear many of the songs besides Lele, which I thought was a really great song, and probably one of my favorites. It's on my top 40, so I loved that song. But when this song came out from Moldova, I wasn't really a big fan of the live performance. I did watch a live performance right when they announced it won, and it wasn't really my cup of tea, to be honest. After that, I did a bit more research on the band, I did a bit more research on the song itself. I actually found out that this band has performed in Eurovision before, and apparently they're pretty notorious, like kind of in a good way. So I thought that was kind of cool. They seem to be a band that specializes in joke entries, so it was a welcome surprise to see them come back. Again, I wasn't the biggest fan of the song at first. However, after watching the music video, I kind of understood what they were going for. I actually really like the music video, and I think it really sells the song a lot better than the live performance. I mean, I hope that they can bring the energy in the music video to Turin, because I thought it was really fun, really lighthearted, and honestly just a welcome dose of humor after everything we've been through in the past years. So I thought this was actually really unique, but the song itself doesn't really blow me away, to be honest. It's not like my cup of tea necessarily, but I do like the humor a lot. So for now, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10, and let's move on to my number 3 spot. So in number 3, we have Are Demi, the song Lights Off. I hope I didn't mispronounce that. Lights Off is a great song. I mean, it's a really fun EDM song. I really like EDM, and it has phenomenal vocals. The high notes in this are really great, and while I really like the lead singer's voice and I really like the EDM elements, the song overall is just kind of average for me, to be honest. I still like it a lot, of course, but the song just kind of feels like something I've heard before. That doesn't mean it's a bad song at all. It just means that it isn't my favorite and that I like the other songs just a little bit better. I still like it a lot, and I hope it does well in Turin. Just wasn't really my favorite, but again, great song, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And with that, we were going to move on to my number 2 spot. And in my number 2, that will be Renella Hayati. And this is one of my favorite Albanian entries of all time. The staging is great, her vocals are great, and the song itself is amazing. However, this song, like basically all songs on this list, can definitely benefit from a revamp. And I know Albania likes to revamp their songs, and I actually saw a clip, I think on Instagram, of Renella kind of previewing her revamp. So I know there will be a revamp, so I am really excited for that. And I'm really excited to see what she does in Turin. I think she's going to tear up that stage, like she tore up the stage in FIC this year, and I'm really hoping for what can be potentially Albania's best result since 2012, but here's hoping. I absolutely loved her performance, and I really hope she does well in Turin. And with that, we were going to move on to my current number 1 spot. And I'm sure a lot of you saw this coming. I mean, I absolutely love Chanel's performance. In my number 1 spot, giving it a score of 9.5 out of 10 is Chanel. Now, I kind of went over this in my Benidorm ranking video, but this wasn't my favorite song at first. I kind of thought it was pretty generic and whatnot, and I didn't really give it a second listen. But once I saw this on stage at Benidorm, I was absolutely blown away. The performance is incredible. Chanel stole the show in Benidorm, and I think she's going to steal the show absolutely in Turin. I am really happy that she won, even though of course I had other favorites. I loved A Mama, I loved Tara, but I'm really happy for her. I think she did deserve this win. I know a lot of people have been saying really not nice things about her or to her, and I think that's totally uncalled for, no matter what you think about the results, because she worked so hard for this clearly and tore up that stage. And I think with this performance, and especially if she steps it up a little bit, like this can be Spain's best result in decades. I don't know if you guys have actually looked at the Eurovision website or whatever, but Spain hasn't had the best track record in the past couple years. I mean, in the 2010s, it was kind of dire, to be honest. So I'm really hoping that we can turn that around. I have some Spanish ancestry, so it would be really nice to see, Spain win or do really well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Chanel does this year, and I think she's a fantastic singer and performer. So really happy that she won, and right now, she is in my number 1 out of the 5 songs that are currently released for Eurovision 2022. So with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more voiceover commentary, let me know. If you have any suggestions for other videos, please let me know down below. I would be more than happy to read your comments. And yeah, I mean, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.